Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. We've got a very special car to show you today. This is a 2020 on a 20 plate Mazda CX-5. Now this is the Sport Nav Plus specification, finished in deep crystal blue. This has got to be one of the best Mazda colours ever produced in my opinion. It suits every single car that you see it on, and I think it looks particularly nice on a Mazda CX-5, and it looks really nice on a Mazda 2 actually as well, but it suits every car. This is the most desirable specification that we have of CX-5, and it's twinned with an automatic transmission. Now that makes this car an incredibly desirable vehicle. Probably if we could have one car on our forecourt in one specification, one gearbox, one engine, and probably one colour to be fair, it would be this. It's a super desirable car in a wonderful condition, and it's got a great history with us. It's a one-owner car. I actually sold this one from new, and the customer's just taken delivery of a near identical specification car. Opted to go for deep crystal blue again, opted to go for an automatic CX-5 again, and in a very similar specification, so must have been delighted with this one. The customer was on a 3.5-4 year finance renewal cycle, and it just got to a point in the agreement where it was a good time to change, and has done so, and took delivery of his new car yesterday. Now, being the Sport Nav specification, there's a wonderful amount of tech in the car. It's got a wonderful leather interior, power tailgate, which is a really lovely addition to any car, front and rear parking sensors, reversing camera, a 10-speaker BOSE stereo, power lift tailgate, which I'll show you now. You just tap underneath the Mazda badge there, and tailgate goes up, and you're greeted with an almighty boot. It's masses of space. It's a very large, very square opening. The wheel arches aren't too intrusive either, and you've got these spring-loaded mechanisms to fold down the rear seats. There's a little button here. You just press that to put the tailgate down. Got dual exit exhausts at the back, which look smart. They are legitimate exhaust pipes as well. And you've got 19-inch lovely alloy wheels. It's got Toyo Proxy tyres on the back. It's got some Goodyears on the front. They were changed in July when we saw the car in for service. Car made it to around 35,000 miles without having to change the front tyres, so it did pretty well. Full black leather interior, all in lovely condition as you'd expect, and you've got rear vents in the back, all electric windows, that BOSE stereo that I mentioned, keyless entry on the door there, and an 8-way adjust electric seat, so you can do the height of the base and the front of the seat, your lumbar adjustment, and obviously moving backwards and forwards with memory function that you can link to your keys as well. First sign that you've got that BOSE stereo down there. I mentioned all electric windows and power fold wing mirrors. It's a push button start car. You just have to have your foot on the brake. You press that button one time, the car comes into life. You've got that little digital display at the side there. We see it came up with CX-5, and you can see down there 34,791 miles, so about average mileage for the year. And as I say, the previous owner made it to nearly all of those miles on one set of front tyres, so did incredibly well. Got Mazda's MZD multimedia system here. This has got integrated navigation, hands-free telephone. This is one of the first of the CX-5s that was offered from factory with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which you can see here. If you're looking at a 2020 CX-5, I'd urge you to check this. It's quite an important addition to the car. You can basically plug your phone in, use a whole host of applications from your smartphone through this multimedia screen, including Waze, WhatsApp, Amazon Music, Spotify, whatever it might be, all fully integrated, and it wasn't standard on these cars until around this time this one was built, so do check that if you're looking at a 2020 registered car. Push button start that I mentioned. You've got the climate control air conditioning system down here, including heated steering wheel, heated front seats and dual zone climate. The automatic gearbox. These have a 2-litre petrol engine with a proper mechanical 6-speed torque converter gearbox. Electric handbrake. You just have to have your foot on the brake, lift it up to put it back on, and press it back down the opposite way to take it off. And your controls down here, this little dial is what controls your multimedia system up there as well. You do get an electric tilt and slide sunroof in this car, which is a lovely addition. I think so many manufacturers are moving away from sunroof. You do get a colour projected head-up display on the windscreen as well. LED headlights, parking sensors all round that I mentioned, adaptive cruise control that became standard on these, I think around the end of 2018, something like that. But it's just a wonderful specification in a lovely colour and in really nice condition as well. Car was serviced and MOT'd in July. Before the car arrived in part exchange, the customer's taken delivery of a 73 plate one. We've only just taken this in part exchange yesterday, so a real nice bit of fresh stock to our forecourt. We do offer nationwide delivery, so if you're not local to us, we can get the car to you, and it'll be supplied with a 12-month Mazda warranty. If you've got any other questions, please feel free to pick up the phone to us. Thank you very much for watching. We'll speak to you soon. Cheers then. Bye.